हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
साथी कल्याणकारी बच्चों को देख रहे सभी बच्चे बहुत ही लगन से, प्यार से विश्व कल्याण का कार्य करने में लगे हुए हैं। ऐसे साथियों को देख बाप दादा सदा वाह साथी बच्चे का ये गीत गाते रहते। आप सभी भी वाह वाह के गीत गाते रहते हो ना? गाते। आज बाप दादा ने चारों ओर की सेवा की गति देखी, साथ में स्व पुरुषार्थ की भी गति को देखा तो सेवा और स्व पुरुषार्थ दोनों के गति में क्या देखा आप जानते हो? सेवा की गति तीव्र है, वह स्व पुरुषार्थ की गति तीव्र है। दोनों का बैलेंस है बैलेंस नहीं है तो विश्व परिवर्तन की आत्माओं को व प्रकृति को ब्लेसिंग कब मिलेगी? क्योंकि बैलेंस से सभी को ब्लेसिंग जो आपको मिली है वो औरों को मिलेगी। तो अंदर क्यों कहलाती है कर्म योगी? वहाँ सिर्फ योगी जाओ, कर्म योगी होना पक्का है ना? पक्का कर्म योगी तो सेवा भी क्या है? कर्म में आते हुए बोलते वाह दृष्टि देते हो, कोर्स कराते हो, यो सब समझाते हो, ये सब क्या है? श्रेष्ठ कर्म अर्थात सेवा। तो कर्म योगी अर्थात कर्म के समय भी योग का बैलेंस।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Give blessings and receive blessings. Forgive and be merciful. According to the present time, to forgive is to give teachings. It is very easy to be a teacher, but now forgive and be merciful. Do not just be a teacher. Only if you now imbibe the sanskars of forgiving will you be able to give and receive blessings. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 5. Give blessings and receive blessings. Today's topic, forgive and be merciful. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Everyone looks happy, full, full of contentment. Baba gives us homework. Before doing homework, we try to understand. Definitely, certain questions do arise. At least for me, I understand, but then I want to really understand the way Baba is saying. Like today, Baba is saying, forgive and be merciful. So can I be merciful and forgive, or forgive and then be merciful? We can try both. We can forgive and heart will be merciful. Or we can be merciful and then forgive. According to the present time, to forgive is to give teachings. Now that's another point. That means if I want someone to learn what they have been taught, then you need to forgive. It is easy to be a teacher, but now forgive and be merciful. That could be one of dharana maybe. And dharana could be I forgive. And then other person learns. What other person learns? That's very interesting. That means if I'm holding something towards someone, I'm holding the weakness, the mistake of that person. That person won't learn. I remember one time Baba said, if you have taken in your heart, someone's sanskars, that soul will not take sustenance from you. That means there has to be that pure love, right awareness of soul consciousness. When all that is there, then other person will learn. It could be like same. It is very easy to be a teacher, but now forgive and be merciful. It's very subtle point. On one side, we have to teach, to tell that person, be merciful, forgive. So is it to create a discipline or what? So Baba is saying, do not just be a teacher. Only if you now imbibe the sanskars of forgiveness. Now that's another point, that we need to have sanskars of forgiveness so that it becomes natural for us to forgive. So now imbibe the sanskars of forgiveness. Will you be able to give and receive blessings? Generally, people say, God bless you. So ability to receive and give blessings. I think we will need to reflect on that more. Right? And you see how your heart becomes merciful. That you are able to receive and you are able to give. Right? Okay, Om Shanti.
Oh, Shanti. Good morning, Mohini Didi.
Om
How are
Shanti.
you? So good to see you. And good evening, Avyakti Parivar. Very beautiful point, Mohini Didi. I really loved when you were talking in the Hindi series. You mentioned one thing very powerful, I felt, was that to keep reminding somebody of their mistakes, right? So I want to give you a hypothetical scenario. Let's say if there is one person who is constantly reminding somebody of their mistakes, same thing they say to them again and again and again. And this second person, if one day they tell to them, oh, you have told to me this 10 times, you always say to me the same thing. So this second person, is that person also making the same mistake? Or what do you think?
One of the points which Baba says, that if you do not forgive, that person will not be able to learn. That means you are not a good teacher then. That is one part of it. And second definitely is, means what other person is saying is right. What to say?
But he's also counting, right? That second person is also counting, right?
Yeah, I know. Because he's not able to take it. No, he's not learning.
Uh-huh.
So there could be other way to say it, but somewhere that person will remind, that why you keep saying again and again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just say it that you already told me.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying you told me 10 times,
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good point. Very nice. I also like this reflection question that you gave to us, that first we have to be merciful and then we have to be forgiving, or first we have to be forgiveful and then we have to have mercy. It's a very interesting question. So, Moini Didi, looking at what Baba was speaking today, it was so powerful, Murli, on mercy. For the first time, I felt that mercy touched me so deeply when Baba was saying that even if somebody does wrong to you, and you will not have feelings of jealousy or hatred or dislike or anger if you are merciful, right? He was giving so much significance to this value that if you have mercy, then you will be free from all these bad feelings. Now, if I want to be free from all these bad feelings, then I have to work on increasing my mercy. So my question to you is, how or what effort should I make so that I can increase mercy within myself?
That's what Baba is saying. Create the sanskars of being merciful. That means if you do it once
Mhm,
and you feel very light because you don't have anything in your heart or in your awareness,
mhm,
then you would like to do second time, third time. So that's what Baba wants it, to
mhm,
create the sanskars of being merciful.
mhm.
So that means you have to create that as a habit, or you do it often and it becomes your nature.
So you basically use it in a way, and then as much as you use it, you're actually increasing it. Is that what you're saying?
Create the sanskar
Create the
of
sun.
being merciful.
Okay.
And now I'm connecting with the Murli, right?
Yeah. Because this thing in the morning, Baba was talking a lot about mercy. So one other thing that Baba, which we saw the clip also, Baba was talking about having this balance between self-efforts and service. I want to ask you, can I copy you, Didi? Am I allowed to copy you? Because I see you, I see that being in the position that you are, you're doing so much admin work. You are bringing book messages, you're giving class every day, you're engaged in meetings, you are taking care of the visitors who come to you, giving them drishti, you are recording messages, you're doing so much seva. And on the other
Mhm.
hand, I see you making the best efforts. So I want to ask you, what is that one thing that if I were to copy you and if I can, that I can do, that you do, which helps you to keep that balance between the self efforts and the service that you do?
Because everyone wants us to give,
Mhm.
whether giving answers, whether giving solutions,
Yeah.
whether giving power. You
Uh-huh.
can only give if you receive, right? Or you give to yourself. That
Yes.
means first you have to give to yourself. Otherwise, you try,
Hmm.
like many times I do say that I'm trying to reflect on today's point
Hmm.
because I understand, but still, like, I'm not very clear. So,
Hmm.
first thing, you have to be very honest with your
Uh-huh.
own self.
Yes.
Like I do say that I could churn more on it. I
Mm-hmm.
can more be embodiment of that virtue than what I am. So I think just be honest, just be humble
Mm-hmm.
and reflect and practice. And when you do it, you will know the difference. What are the benefits of when you inculcate that quality.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
So practice.
So more and more practice. Yeah, I see you, Didi. And you are practicing every day. When you used to ask me, what did you practice homework today? So I remember that, and I always practice the homework. So in this merciful that Baba is talking about, and the forgiveness part that is connected with the Avyakt signal, to create a sanskar, basically I have to use it more and more. That is what you're saying. Am I understanding right? I have to use
Hmm.
it more. Yeah. Okay.
Because then you will experience the benefits.
Mm-hmm. So I
And
have
when
to,
you experience benefit, you are motivated to
yeah.
do it.
Uh-huh.
That when I really was merciful, how did it help me?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
I
That
mean,
makes
that's not just the definition, but you will have to understand, you will have to experience.
practical. Yeah. In
Yeah.
practical, I have to use it and see it for
Mm.
myself. So one other question, Didi, from this Murli, Baba was giving us two definitions or two awarenesses of being Karavanhar. One, he said that when I am Karanhar, Baba is Karavanhar. And when I am Karavanhar, my senses are Karanhar. So when should I practice which Karavanhar? Or it has to be simultaneous. What do you think? How do you practice it basically?
I think awareness has to be there. One is we should always remember it's Baba's task.
Mm-hmm.
So when it is Baba's task, he's responsible.
Right.
And he's responsible. So I am doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever percentage I cannot do, Baba helps there. I
Mm.
cannot just sit back and say, let Karaman Har do it, right? Or
Right.
Karaman Har do it.
Yes.
Doesn't work. Like we
Uh-huh.
say that if you take one step,
Mm.
Baba will come many steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Same is here. You know, we take one step, then Baba takes more steps, right?
Mm-hmm. So, is it like somebody was telling that, sister, when I see Baba as Karavanhar and myself as Karanhar, this awareness is still easy. But when I have to be the Karavanhar of my senses, when I am doing action and I have to be Karavanhar through my hands or through my mind, I'm doing it. That awareness is difficult. So how to practice? No, and I agreed to her. I felt that is true. Because we become action conscious or we become time conscious, and we say, "Oh, I have to finish this in this much time. I have to finish this action. I have to get this seva done." So
No,
how can you help us?
Again, again, this is practice, no? That
Okay.
I'm seeing through the eyes. So it's soul consciousness. Soul
Okay.
consciousness while doing actions,
Uh-huh.
where I remind myself that I am soul, even
Mm-hmm.
if you don't say, but it is soul through the sense organs or through the senses doing something, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's first stage. And then Baba is making me do.
Okay.
So soul consciousness, if we really pay attention and do that,
Mm.
then one who is makes me do
Yeah.
or inspires me to do, that will be very easy to remember, But
Okay.
soul consciousness is important.
Uh-huh.
Even it might be difficult because we forget it, but
Mm.
we need to do it.
Yes.
And when you do it, you will like it because it gives a very good feeling of soul consciousness and
Yes.
the peace, be detached and be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
These all experiences,
Will emerge if I practice.
right.
Okay, so basically you're saying we have to practice more. So Didi, very important question I felt I wanted to ask you. What is the difference between true mercy and selfish mercy? I mean, Baba explained, but can you give us a little bit more practical example or any story you have around it that you could share?
Hmm. See, when somebody accepts in the sense of what is told and bring changes,
Mm-hmm.
then your mercy is very natural, right? But person is very stubborn, doesn't realize, and
Mm.
remains same, keep doing same, then you are forcing yourself to be merciful. It's not very natural,
Uh-huh.
So you say, okay, forget about that soul, leave
Yeah.
that soul. Lot
Yeah.
of such thoughts would come
Uh-huh.
because other soul is not really practicing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if we practice or transform ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
then other soul can very happily and gently mm, help me.
Mm-hmm. So, Didi, when Baba was talking about selfish mercy, One time you had shared with us the story of Brahma Baba when 20 souls came to Brahma Baba and they said, Baba, we want to go on another path and we want to leave now. And Baba said, yes, when are you leaving? You shared the story with us many times.
Right.
So now when somebody is very good, Baba said, we have this little feeling, oh, but that soul was so good and they're leaving now Baba's hand. And we feel little mercy, we feel little bad. Is that selfish mercy? Like,
No, that's well, when we say it's their part, and now their part is over, they want to do another part. You do internally feel mercy because you know that
yeah,
they could get into vices or they could again become same. So
yes,
actually going back into the same world. So that is kind of, it's not natural mercy. It's
it's not
coming from,
natural.
no, it's not natural because you don't want them to do that, right?
No,
You
but
want them,
I am feeling bad, or I am feeling mercy, or I am feeling little bit, oh no, why they're choosing this path, or they are not seeing what they're going to get, what they could claim, because they're so worthy. I see so many specialities in them, but now they're leaving Baba's hand. So if I feel a little that Baba was trying, you will feel a little. So am I being selfish in that moment?
mm,
You can be honest, it's okay. If it is
mm.
selfish mercy or if it is mercy without selfishness.
I think it's a combination, kind of like you are
Mhm.
you are forcing yourself to be merciful. So it's selfish, no? You are forcing in the sense it's not a right act, so you should get angry, right? But you don't want to get upset.
Yeah,
So
I don't
then,
want to get upset.
yeah, yeah, then you want to be merciful, that's forceful, or selfish merciful.
Hmm. Okay. So what would you do in that moment? Like Brahma Baba, you would just say, okay, go. When are you leaving? Like that?
Because Baba notices their activity and Baba
Uh-huh.
knows they are struggling and Baba knows that they're going to go anyway.
Uh-huh.
So he blessed them instead of getting upset with them or say something. No, Baba just said, okay, when are you leaving? No,
Mm.
it's something because he was noticing their activity.
Ah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Hmm. Thank you, Didi. One last
Okay.
question. Oh, we are done? The time is done? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. It was lovely chatting.
Okay.
Om
Okay. Noted.
Shanti.
Oh, yeah.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
उपकार तुम्हारा बाबा खुशहाली बनकर छाए, तुलना के योग्य नहीं तुम, उपमा किसकी बताऊं, इस दिल ने जो पाया है वो कैसे मैं समझाऊं, उपकार तुम्हारा बाबा।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone.
शांति।
बाबा कहते हो यही बच्चे मेरे ताज तुम्ही, नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही, मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है, तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
हम सबको गृहस्थ जीवन की बात कही हुई है ना, तो इसलिए गृहस्थ जीवन के अंदर नंबर 1 पुरुषार्थी बनना हो। हाँ, तो मैंने एक बार 1969 की बात है, 1969 में हमने एक कार, कलकत्ता, उस जमाने में कार जल्दी नहीं मिलते थे, आज तो पैसा भरो और फॉरेन कार मिल जाती है, उस जमाने में तो क्यों लगती थी। तो हमने 2-3 साल पहले से बुक कराई थी एम्बेसडर गाड़ी। बॉम्बे में तो 8-10 साल के बाद मिलती थी, कलकत्ते में 2-3 साल में मिल जाती थी। तो हमने वहाँ कलकत्ते में गाड़ी बुक कराई थी और फिर सोचा था कि कलकत्ते से कार लेकर के घूमते घूमते सब जगह पर सेवा करते करते बॉम्बे आएंगे। तो जब जाना था तो मैं मधुबन आया था। मधुबन आया तो अव्यक्त बाप दादा से विदाई लिया। तो मैंने अव्यक्त बाप दादा को कहा कि बाबा, हमने हमारे लौकिक परिवार हम लोगों ने कार बुक कराई है कलकत्ता, और वहाँ से कार लेकर के सब जगह पर ईश्वरीय सेवा करते करते यूपी, बिहार, ये सब जगह पर सेवा करते करते दिल्ली होकर के, माउंट आबू होकर के बम्बई जाएंगे, करीब 1-1.5-2 महीना सेवा करेंगे। तो हमारी इस सेवा के इस टूर के अंदर सब जगह पर जाकर के कौन सा संदेश सबको दे जिससे सबका पुरुषार्थ नंबर 1 हो जाए। तो नंबर 1 पुरुषार्थ करने के लिए कौन सा पुरुषार्थ सभी बच्चे करें। तो बाबा ने कहा कि बच्चे, बाबा ने तुमको गृहस्थ जीवन में रखा हुआ है और तुम्हें आदर्श गृहस्थी क्या है तुमको मालूम है, तुमने आदर्श गृहस्थी का निभाया हुआ भी है। तो यही जाकर के सबको कहना कि मैंने सभी बच्चों को गृहस्थ जीवन में रहने के लिए तो कहा है, परंतु उनसे पूछना कि उनकी गृहस्थी आदर्श गृहस्थी है, नंबर 1 गृहस्थी है। मैंने कहा बाबा वो तो सबकी नंबर 1 ही गृहस्थी होती है, सभी पवित्र रहते हैं। बाबा ने कहा पवित्र तो सभी रहते हैं, परंतु पवित्रता के अंदर भी नंबरवार पुरुषार्थ अनुसार आदर्श गृहस्थी जो मैंने कही है इस प्रकार से है। तो मैंने कहा बाबा आदर्श गृहस्थी क्या है जो नंबर 1 गृहस्थी हो जाए। तो बाबा ने कहा कि मैंने आदर्श गृहस्थी की डेफिनेशन, परिभाषा बताई हुई है कि आदर्श गृहस्थी वो है जिसके अंदर 24 घंटा जो है ना, एक दिन के 24 घंटे सबके लिए है, चाहे कोई अमेरिका रहता है, चाहे कोई भारत में रहता है, कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इंग्लैंड, कहाँ भी रहता होगा, 24 घंटे का एक दिन है। तो बाबा ने कहा हुआ है भी सही आदर्श गृहस्थी के लिए, नंबर 1 गृहस्थी के लिए कि 8 घंटा शरीर का आराम आदि करने के लिए, नींद करना, भोजन करना, स्नान पानी करना, इसके लिए 8 घंटा, 8 घंटा शरीर के निर्वाह अर्थ कमाई करना जो भी होता है, नौकरी धंधा आदि जो भी करो उसके लिए 8 घंटा, और 8 घंटा ईश्वरीय कमाई के लिए होना चाहिए। इस प्रकार से 8-8 घंटे का 3 डिवीजन करके, 8 घंटा ईश्वरीय सेवा, 8 घंटा लौकिक कारोबार और 8 घंटा शरीर के लिए नींद आदि करना, इस प्रकार से व्यवहार करना, इसको कहते हैं, बाबा ने कहा ये आदर्श नंबर 1 गृहस्थी है।
निराली शान है, दिल तख्त पर हमें रख लिया, खुद से ऊंचा मान देकर नाम दिल पर लिख लिया। ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी, ताज तख्त और तिलक की हमको अमर जागीर दी, जिंदगी जीने की हमको एक नई तदबीर दी, आपने बाबा हमें।
Om Shanti Avekti Parivar. So it seems like some of Baba's children didn't know about the time difference. So just again to remind, today we did change the clock. So it's 1 hour difference in our Avekti Parivar timing also. So again to just remind, and also tomorrow is Monday and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we have double foreigners Madhvan online program from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. And that will be from, it's a panel discussion with senior BKs, love heals body, mind and soul. So that's the program for tomorrow. And evening Bhakti will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, English series, Avekti journey, and sister sharing chit chat, Murli revision. Welcome to Avekti journey. Avek Murlis from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 2nd of February 1972. Signs of love-filled intellect. But this is only when you are personally in front of the Father. What will be visible on the faces of those who stay in front of Baba, even in the corporeal form? You can easily experience being in front of Baba in the corporeal form. It is a very old word. You are revising your course again, and so the old words are also being revised. This is also a drill for the intellect. Your intellect will develop the power to churn. Acha. Firstly, on their faces, there is the sparkle of being introverted. Secondly, there are all types of intoxication of the stage of the self-respect, of the confluence age, and of the future. Do you understand? For instance, one is a sparkle, and the other is the intoxication which is visible. So not only should intoxication be visible, but there should also be a sparkle visible. And as well as being cheerful, there should also be introversion. Such souls are called those with loving intellects who are constantly in front of the Father. If you constantly have the awareness that your body can be finished at any moment, then by being aware of the final moments, you automatically develop a loving intellect. When the time of destruction comes, even those who are ignorant definitely do make effort to remember the Father. However, without an introduction, their love cannot be linked. If you constantly have the awareness that these are the final moments, not the final birth, but the final moments, then by remembering this, you will not remember anyone else. So, do you have such a loving intellect? You are not going against Srimad, are you? If you are having wasteful or sinful thoughts that are against Srimad, then would you be called one with a loving intellect? Those who constantly have such loving intellects can become victorious jewels. In order to become a victorious jewel, make your intellect loving. Otherwise, instead of claiming a high status, you will claim a low status. So, do all of you consider yourselves to be victorious jewels? You should not have any type of love for anyone. Otherwise, you will come in the list of those who have divorced intellects. At exhibitions, you take people to the picture of the confluence age and ask them where they are and who they are. Why do you take them to this picture and ask them this? Because the confluence age is the age of the highest position. Acha, we will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Give blessings and receive blessings. Forgive and be merciful. According to the present time, to forgive is to give teachings. It is very easy to be a teacher, but now forgive and be merciful. Do not just be a teacher, Only if you now imbibe the sanskars of forgiving, will you be able to give and receive blessings.
दुआएं दो, दुआएं लो। क्षमा करो, रहम दिल बनो। वर्तमान समय प्रमाण, क्षमा करना ही शिक्षा देना है। जैसे शिक्षक बनना बहुत सहज है, ऐसे क्षमा करो, रहम दिल बनो। सिर्फ शिक्षक नहीं बनो, जब अभी से क्षमा करने के संस्कार धारण करेंगे, तब ही दुआएं और ले सकेंगे। ओम शांति।